me the mic right back, and then hopefully the mic out there will be working too. I'll tell you, when you sweep Carolina and Duke during any season, you know you're making progress. How big a step forward was last season for you?
Well, obviously, we started out really slow, this team did, and lost a game or two early in the year that we probably shouldn't have, and it was just a struggle. We opened up in the ACC down at Miami, and it was a pretty long day. And so you go into January thinking, man, will we win a game in the ACC? And to sweep Carolina in 2 games, I think for the first time in 16 years, and then to beat Duke at Duke, I hate to even say it, for the first time in 20 years, which I'm too old to be thinking about waiting that long to do it again. So hopefully that gives us some momentum. Very disappointed in the way things ended, obviously, but I think our kids have a chip on their shoulder, and they're excited about the future. So it was a good foundation, I guess, and now we got to build on top of it.
How excited are you about next season? Because you've got your top 5 scorers all returning, which is very significant.
Yeah, it is. It's a great group. They've worked really hard, and this was a little bit of a challenging year. Not really having our own place, playing our games over at Broughton High School, and the men were gracious enough to let us practice in their practice facility over there. But it's still not quite the same as having the flexibility as your season's going on and being able to adjust practices and that sort of thing. So that was a challenge as well. But these kids really, like I said, going into January, it was looking ugly. And for them to turn things around the way they did, I think they gained a lot of confidence. I know I've gained a lot of confidence in them. And I think we're all excited about what we have coming back. And even the younger players that maybe didn't play significant roles, they now have a year under their belt. And we got a good freshman class coming in. So a lot to be excited about, no doubt.
Do you think next year that Maya Spencer and Dominique Wilson could be maybe the best 1-2 guard tandem in the Atlantic Coast Conference?
Well, you hate to put something on that, but I think both those kids had great years this year as juniors, and they definitely were people that we went to. So we leaned on them heavily, and I think they responded to every challenge. And obviously, Maya has to do so much this year, so we had to move her to point. We had a freshman point guard coming in, Kayla Ely, a local product, that tore her ACL about 3 or 4 games into the season. And so Maya had to move permanently to the point. She handled it great. She's such a warrior, such a leader. And then Dominique, someone that we really look to shoot the ball and put up points for us. And both of them, they were named second team All-ACC, which I was really proud of them for that. So obviously we have high hopes for both of those kids. And we got some guards coming in too that ought to add to the mix.
You're going to have basically a senior-dominated team, though. How big is that in this day and age?
I think it's important. Talent. Talent is a priority. You want that most of anything. But when you can have talent and experience, and like I said, I think our kids were. It hit them pretty hard with the NCAA situation. So I think they're going to be really hungry. To be back in Reynolds is exciting. It's going to be a beautiful venue. It's going to be great for our fans, a lot more fan-friendly. And so there's just a lot of excitement that comes with that. But you're right, we're going to have a lot of veterans out there. Jen Matherin will be another senior that's done a great job for us. And then Ashley Williams, shooting guard, that had a great year as well. So we got a good nucleus. They're going to provide great leadership for us. And like I said, we're excited about it.
All right, let's open it up for your questions for Wes Moore and NC State women's basketball. I know we've got a roving